Good morning. My name is Katinka. I'm the seamstress at the cottage and welcome back. This is a sewing channel and knitting and any other creative adventure I'm busy with at that moment. I also talk about adventures and all the things in between. Today I want to talk to you about my plans for autumn and winter. At the moment I'm still in the UK and I will be here for a few more days. But where I'm going, I'm not sure what the weather will be like. So I have not really started, except I made this dress and I love it. But in general, I thought I'll wait until I get there and then I'll set up and get going for clothes that will be weather appropriate. I did take out some fabrics that I'm quite keen on working with and I hope they will work. So the first thing is I have had this fabric in my stash for such a long time, and I think somebody gave it to me if I remember right. I only have 2 meters of this, and then this will be the lining for the dress or a petticoat. I'll still decide. But look at this fabric. It is exquisite. I love the butterflies and the feathers and everything else. So there has been this dress on my Pinterest board literally forever and a day, and I think it is finally time to make it, and that is the fabric for it. And I've been looking at my patterns, and this Burda 6592 will actually work to make that. On the pattern, on the picture, it's got more of a round neck, so I'm not sure I'm going to do the square neck. I don't look so nice with a square neck, so I think I will just round it a little bit. And if I do a petticoat, then I can actually wear some thermal underwear underneath and do it with boots and a cardigan and Bob's your uncle. The next one that I really need in my wardrobe is a top. I have only white long sleeve tops, and I've got one pink 3/4 top, and then I've got some t-shirts. But I do like a woven fabric because you can always put some thermal underwear underneath it, and that will keep you warm. And there is this little top that I also have my Pinterest board forever and a day. I have this linen. It is beautiful and soft, and it's like a brown, I think they call it donkey brown, but this will just be perfect for this top. In the same linen, I also want to do this dress. I see her dress is a bit heavier than the one that I want, than my linen, but I think with a petticoat underneath it will work. That's going to be in this. As you can see, there's a theme to the colors that I'm looking at. I have this, it's a viscose lycra. It's stretchy, really stretchy, and it's a really good quality and a nice weight. So I'm needing some lounge pants. This might not be thick enough, I'll have a look, but there's this free mood PDF with wide-legged yoga pants, which I think will look stunning in this. If it's not thick enough, then I'll make a top out of this, and then I will just get some cotton lycra or a cotton jersey. It's a bit thicker to make myself some lounge pants. And the next thing is this. This one I over-dyed when I did this dress. So this dress, the linen was a red, like a fire engine red, and I really wanted rust. So I had all this brown dye that I then proceeded to dye the red with, and it turned into this rust color. And in that same dye pot, when I was done with this fabric, I actually had this, which was a very insipid, it was like a grey cream. It did nothing for me. I literally looked dead when I wore it. So I popped this in there. My friend got this for me when she was in New Zealand, and it's a wool cashmere knit. Very soft and very light, but so warm and cozy. And I would really like to make this out of it. Just a polo neck, long and loose, and it can be worn with tights, because I don't have enough tops to wear. I love flower tights, and I don't, or leggings, I don't know which country you're from, depending on, that's what you call them. So I'm just going to make a little polo neck top in this, and I'm going to enjoy wearing this. The next one is, I have this cotton tracksuiting. So it's brushed on the back, and it's just plain knitted on the front. It's a nice weight, and I'm still deciding if I'm going to make a normal hoodie or if I am going to make that one there. I'll still play with that idea. But that will just be a staple that I can put on when I'm hanging around and doing whatever I'm doing. And this pattern is actually really nice. Do you see that cape? I really think, I've got lots of this wool over, I really think I need to make myself a cape like that to wear with my dresses. And I just think that will be so pretty. So I'll see about that. Then I have this. There's not enough of this, but I might be able to get more when I'm in the next place. So before I make a final decision, I will first wait until I get there, and then I'll see if I can get more of it. If not, then I'm going to combine these two. And I think I'm actually thinking of doing it in that pattern I showed you for the butterfly dress. I think I'll do the same pattern as that. For the shirt out of this fabric, out of the donkey brown linen, I can use this top. It's the New Look 6179, and when you want to do that, all you do is you cut this part higher so you can actually pull it in, give it a little bias binding, and then I can smock it instead of just pulling it in. So I'll use that for that. Then some things that I'm also needing for autumn and winter is jerseys. You can never have enough jerseys, especially where I'm going. So I have been looking at Pinterest of course, to see what I could find. This is a free pattern. It's Yuan Knit Autumn, and I just love it. I want to do it in exactly those colors, and I have ordered some yarn for that. I hope it will get here before I go. But yes, that is the pattern I'm going to do, and I want it in the biggest size. Actual width is 120 centimeters because I want it big and loose and just perfect. I've also been working on my cardigan. This is the Rower by Michelle Wang. It's going very slowly, but it is so beautiful. But it is that one. This pattern was gifted to me by Gail. She is so awesome with her knitting. She's got a very nice Instagram account. I'll actually link her so you can go and see. She knits the most beautiful socks. So I'm slowly working on this, and I'm excited to get it done, but this is a long-term process. Not sure. I might actually be able, because there's going to be a lot of time in the next few months where I will be in one place and waiting for things, so then I can actually work on that. I'm also working on this. So this cardigan I started on my knitting machine, and I still need to do the ribbings, but the sleeves are not wide enough, so I'm busy knitting by hand insets to do the sleeves. And then the other thing I did with the sleeves is I remembered on the one to do the pattern, and on the other one I forgot. So I'm just going to do some woolly tattoos on this side and then bring it up on the opposite side of that sleeve over here. Just do some woolly tattoos running down. So yes, I need to finish this, and this will actually, if I have this one done, I can use it with some of my summer dresses and just some thermal underwear, and that will make it perfect for housewear, because I am going to spend quite a lot of time indoors as well. Then I need a wool hat, and I did not want a knitted hat, so I've just drawn up a pattern, but at the moment it's still, the shape is just wrong. I'll show you. It makes these bubbles, like strange bubbles. So I'm busy still shaping it, and then it's just going to have a brim like this, and then the brim will be flipped up. And I think, I don't know how it looks. Let me see in that mirror. It looks strange at the moment, but just trust me, it's going to look really nice when I'm done. So I want to finish this as well. So as you can see, there's a lot of plans. I will not start any of these plans in the next 2 weeks. I will work on it afterwards, but I will start some knitting, because knitting is easier to travel with. What I will finish is, I will finish this. Oh, wait, that's another thing I'm going to do. But this one I want to finish now, because when you work or when you stay in picturesque places, you have to use them to your advantage. So I want pictures in that dress as well. So when I had my birthday, I made myself a birthday dress in this fabric, and I have a tendency of giving stuff away, but it was the right thing because this lady looks really nice in it. So now I need another dress in this fabric. And what I'm going to use is this pattern. It is the N6603 New Look, but I will use this sleeve. It's a free download also from Mood Patterns. Now, this is something that not a lot of people talk about. Mood Patterns is amazing. They really have some free patterns that you can just use and some really nice ones. So I would like to do sleeve number 4, the bishop sleeve. Download that pattern and then use it on your existing top. And this one has little buttons in the front. I'm not going to do the buttons, and it's got a tie at the back. I'm most likely also not going to do that. I think I'm just going to do it loose and flowy, and pockets on the side, of course. So that I want to finish still before I go. Some of the things that I need for my wardrobe, I need a coat. So as I said, I've got quite a lot of this fabric left over. So I am going to make myself a cape and maybe make myself a coat as well. And I love this look. And I think if you use this Mood pattern coat, and I will give it slit pockets, not patch pockets, but this pattern actually looks easy enough and quick enough. And then you just line it, and I like that you can also put stuff underneath. And I might change the sleeves to a double sleeve, you know, where you have the bottom piece and then the top piece. Some things that I realized that I need in my wardrobe is pullovers to wear with my dresses. I love wearing dresses. So I need a short pullover. And these are some of the inspirations that I look at. There's that one. And then this one. This is by Andrea Murray. And B Mandarins also have a similar pattern that I think I'm going to use because I have it already, and then just change the texture stitch on it maybe, or maybe just make it plain. I'm not sure about that. So there's another option, but that option is actually quite nice, but it's got like a polo neck, so this could work to wear underneath a coat when you go out, you know. Then you can wear it inside and you can go out, put a coat over, and it's not as bulky in the sleeves. I also like that one. I think that one is beautiful. It's just Pinterest inspirations. This is kind of like the inspiration for the check dress that I want to make. The sleeves will just be different. And I'm really excited to get going on all of this. I need to do some knitting first, and then as soon as I'm settled, I will start sewing again. There was somebody at the door and I quickly had to go and just answer it. So I was saying I was going to do some knitting first, and I wanted to tell you what happened yesterday. So with all my adventuring, I try to go out and go and see something or just explore at least once a day. Sometimes I do it more than once a day, and sometimes I miss a day. But yesterday morning I decided to go, and so I'm in the Fetwood Forest, and there's like different roads, and there was one specific road that I wanted to go and see because there's a picnic area that I wanted to go and sit in. And so I took this road, and then I landed up at a place that I've been to on the other side of it, but I've never been to this side of it. So I started exploring and walked around, and it's got the most beautiful buildings and everything, and it was just so autonomous and beautiful. And then I lost my key. So the car key has a key which it can only unlock the door. You can't drive with it, but then it's got the remote because it's an electric car. And the remote part fell off the key, and I didn't realize it. So I was stuck. And I walked the road that I walked 3 times, couldn't find the remote. I think somebody might have picked it up. I don't know what happened to it. But there was also a lot of leaves. So I think it's just gone in the process. Anyway, this was like at 7 o'clock in the morning. By 11 o'clock, my sister came with the spare key. She borrowed a car from a friend and then drove out to, it wasn't that far, it's about 20 minutes drive. But then we had to find batteries for the spare key. And so off we went to a place that sold online. She found a place that cancelled it, and we landed up with this guy. This is one thing I won't miss about this country. It's not often that I find it, but I find there's a certain type of person here that as soon as they're in a position of authority, they kind of have to use it if they need it or not. So anyway, this guy was so insolent, and almost degrading, to the point where I just said to my sister, let's go. And she said, well, the next place is even further away. So we stuck it out. In the end, we found what we needed on our own. He was not even interested in helping us. We got the stuff, and then we replaced the remote, the battery, and we went back and found the car. So my whole day was gone, and we both decided maybe it's better to go back to bed and start the day over the next day. But I did get some stuff done and sorted out some things. So in the end, it was not too much of a that day, but I was quite irritated at the end of the day. But everything worked out in the end, and I was so relieved to be back home. Today, I am going for a swim. That is me for today. I always appreciate when you spend time here, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and thank you for coming along on my adventures. I'll pop in some footage of yesterday's adventure. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.